Squash XL Pro is an elite team that work hard to train, play and run squash events on our journey to climb the world rankings. Like, subscribe, comment, pick up some of our merch on Teespring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've just had the official photo. Ashley Matthews taking a photo of the boys there. We have TEMWA CHILESHE in the green shirt and black trousers, and the left-handed Evan Williams, 31-year-old, current New Zealand champion, in the blue shirt and the black trousers, and a big crowd here for the PLACEMAKERS WAIKATO Open, the men's final. And feel free to come through with your thoughts on the final or who may win. We have a very exciting women's final with Caitlin Watts winning in 5 games, her second PSA Challenger tournament. And just looking here at these two players. Of course, Evan Williams, a Commonwealth Games rep for New Zealand at the Gold Coast. It's 2018, made the second round of the singles there. And he has 7 PSA tournaments, that's Challenger tournaments to his career, including 2015, 2016 short winged here at the Waikato Open, plus a number of other tournaments around New Zealand and 2 in Australia as well. What are we expecting of this one, Sean?
Yeah, well, when these two last played about a few weeks ago, and after the reaction from the women's game, that's certainly a very interesting way to start with a stroke. But yeah, going back to your previous question, they both had a very tight game with each other back at Henderson about a few months ago, where that went to 5, Evan getting it in the end. So I certainly expect something very similar in my opinion. TEMWA, of course, had a really tough day yesterday going the distance against both Zach Miller and
his
brother. And then against his brother Louis, so he'll certainly be feeling it today, but he's fit enough to handle that as well. Evan probably had a bit of an easier run, including making me run a bit.
Just looking at the facial expression there. Remembering that TEMWA plays out of the Waikato, so very familiar with a lot of the crowd, and the crowd are familiar with him.
And if you are from Wellington, give us a buzz online as well.
Where is Aaron? Aaron, the favourite noisy cousin. Come on, we haven't heard from you yet. We know that you'll most likely be around for the Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Open. That'll be on TV as well, so look out for that at the end of the month. Also, I think we've got the Technifiber Annual Open, where I believe that Evan is entered as well. So, Aaron, we're
he's entered
looking for you.
Evan's entered in that as well. That's well played from Evan there. Nice little shot to the back.
Has sometimes a shorter swing on those punch throughs. Just has the
yeah, certainly felt that when I played him yesterday. Just really held the ball very well on that forehand side in particular, and just able to keep the ball low and hard, but able to still get that really good length to the back. And with this court, it's a huge advantage for him because it dies as well. So certainly be a big advantage for him on this court.
There we go with the first point to TEMWA CHILESHE on an unforced error into the tin from Evan Williams. That's 2. Of course, yesterday the 5-gamer in the semis for TEMWA CHILESHE was the first time that he'd beaten his older brother Luamba in a PSA. And there we go, 3 in a row, and that one with a stroke.
Of course, Luamba got the edge over TEMWA Morrinsville about a month ago, which was also a 3K event as well. So we'll be happy he got the wood over him this time, but we need to back it up today if he has any chance to secure his first title. Of course, TEMWA also in pretty good form, having won E-Nips and Satellite earlier in the year as well. Some very quick shots from both players here. Slowing it down now. Very nice lob from TEMWA there.
Right into that corner.
been very impressive how this year how TEMWA's been able to vary the pace. Where over the past years he's certainly loved to hit the ball low and hard, but now starting to mix the pace up a bit, moving Evan around very well in this rally here. But then just overcooks that one, but should still be happy with how this rally went.
And Trish Watts, a very happy mum for Caitlin winning. And Trish, you may have to settle though who is your favourite child, because there's been some debate about that from the other siblings. And Caitlin's moved up as number one. It's always been number one, but I think you'll have to deal with that yourself there, Trish.
I'm just waiting for the next family dinner between the whole family. There'll be certainly some discussions about that.
There will be indeed.
Again, very low and hard from both players. Just slowly mixing the pace up here.
Yeah, nice. Good finish. I don't think you can call anything on that.
Yeah, just got a bit tangled up on that occasion.
I think it was,
and as you can see on the replay, it wasn't necessarily TEMWA's fault on that occasion, just got...
yeah, he just played the shot. It was very difficult for him to move.
TEMWA starting to get a bit of a roll on here, after a slow start. Got it back to 4-6 now.
Good play from TEMWA, back to 1 point. The difference. We've seen a couple of errors into the 10 from Evan Williams.
Nicely done from TEMWA there again, just mixing the pace up here.
Good patience as well. He didn't try and force it too early.
Well, again, that's another thing that's been very impressive about him this season. Just knowing when to just back it up just a little bit, just get into a better position before he looks to go for the shot. Bit loose there from TEMWA there.
He was moving pretty quick though to get out of the way. It wasn't that he was daunting.
Sort of ran straight into it as well, you'd argue.
So feel free to come through and let us know where you're watching, who you think might win. We haven't had too many responses from the Wellington region just yet.
Of course, a lot of Tonians will get the chance to watch Evan live with Nationals in roughly 1.5 months' time, end of June.
And remembering some other tournaments coming up over the next few weeks, we have Satellite and Bay of Plenty, then the Technifiber Panmure Open, then there's a Satellite in Browns Bay, followed by the Barton and Thompson Auckland Open. Jumping under that ball. Yeah, nice play.
That's well played from Evan. Nice
just
shot.
in the perfect position.
Yeah, just beautiful technique there. Just timed it very well there. Just getting a bit of a lead here again after a good comeback from TEMWA. we'll be disappointed with that. Right shot there, had TEMWA under a bit of pressure, but just didn't quite execute that drop quite as well.
A bit of silence there from the crowd after that very good point.
Yeah, probably not the best job to hit from TEMWA. Certainly hit better ones in his day.
Exactly. Got caught out.
So we got game ball here for Evan to get the first game here. Nicely played there. Nice tie.
Right to the wall.
That's well played there.
That's good play. He was very patient in the way he moved forward and took that ball. Didn't try and rush it.
Oh, he's got great technique on that forehand side.
It's a top seed. Evan Williams taking the first game 11-7 over the third seed, TEMWA CHILESHE. And a lot of advice for TEMWA CHILESHE. You had WAIKATO CHILESHE, John.Duggan, and also Joe Lascott, all there to help him.
Yeah, Louis moved on from the last night, so that's good. That's good of him.
Losing to him.
Here we go.
Wasn't quite in the right position there. Kind of overstretched himself on that one.
Yeah, just
Evan
tried
Williams.
to rush it. We've seen that a little bit of him this season, just maybe rushing the ball. Hasn't quite picked up his at his best, but showing good signs early in this game, in this tournament so far. Yet to drop a game.
Good depth there by TEMWA, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about requiring an explanation for, not every let, but for some lets all the time.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Well, of course, for the players, they want to know what the reasoning is for the lead, so they
I
have
would
more
expect that every
clarification.
player really does know.
Yeah, it's hard to, because sometimes you can argue what the difference in other games, like the women's, we saw maybe, I wouldn't say harsher calls, but certainly a few more no-lets compared to what we've seen so far in the men's game, where we've probably seen a few more lets given, wondering what the big difference is, sort of small situations. TEMWA making a very good start in this game. Up 3-love early in the second game.
I think he was up that in the first as well. He certainly got a couple-point lead. And you can see the left-hander there. He's coming to his backhand, but was able to step around, take it on the forehand.
Of course, TEMWA's done pretty well this tournament, showing a bit of fight back in his matches. Was 2-1 down against Zach Miller in this quarterfinal, and then against Louis last night was able to come back from 2-love to win in 5, so he's certainly not going to give up that easily.
And you can hear PJ just saying, come on, let's carry on.
I think I could have seen Evan maybe put a little bit more effort to try and get to the ball on that occasion. Maybe just put his arm up hoping for a stroke to come on that occasion.
There you go. So the whole hoping for a stroke or a lead, just play.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's well played from TEMWA.
When you get that shot coming off, you feel good about that one.
Yeah, he started. When he gets those shots going, he's in very good form. We saw that last night against Lewis. Did some great shots like that in a row, and suddenly
He just rocked back on the ball and came under it. The racket. Oh, what's that? And so you should have heard the explanation there. Just, Sean, the explanation from PJ there, the referee.
yeah, just maybe getting into Evan's line on that occasion. Of course, it doesn't matter if the ball's tight or not. If you're fixing your player's line to the ball, you have to give them a chance to get to it, of course.
Ooh, opportunity there for Evan Williams, not taken.
But it's also important for the refs to try and make a call pretty early, just so that makes it less for the players to have a influence on the decision, as we saw maybe a little bit on that occasion.
See TEMWA really moving in this point, stepped up the pace a bit. And we've got a strike there, going in favour of Chileshe. And feel free to come through with any comments. You can see them there, folks. If you agree or disagree with decisions. Or
Both going for their shots very much in this rally. Slowing it down. That's a well-timed shot on that occasion.
yeah, feel free to let us know who you think may take out this match. And we haven't heard anything from people in Wellington. There must be a fine weather in Wellington, so they're all out doing things around the capital.
I'm surprised Cousin hasn't brought out a few
Yeah.
big replies so far.
No.
We're waiting.
So as the intensity of this match gets a little bit tighter, there's a few more let calls or a few more questions from the players. Expected.
Just got to be careful for both players. They don't get caught into that sort of battle, because it can really change the game very quickly. TEMWA in particular has been in a good run so far, got out to a 6-1 lead. A few things hadn't quite gone his way in the last few points, and then it can just change very quickly. You lose your concentration.
So a better play from Evan Williams.
So just closing the gap now, Evan. Was 6-1 down at one stage, now back to 4-6. That's well played there from TEMWA. I hit that backhand drop very nicely today.
Yeah, it's,
Really timed that ball very nice, especially with it being Evan's forehand as well. It's a very risky shot.
Yeah,
It
it
has to
is.
be real top notch, and he's done very well to.
he's definitely executed it well today.
And good honesty there from TEMWA. Hit double bounce on that occasion. Makes things a little bit
Well,
easier.
it's not worth trying to claim it for yourself when there's a lot of people watching and the other players watching, and particularly the referees are probably going to see it as well.
So we're at 5-7 here.
So as we have a look, and it was coming across the court fairly strong.
And it's a pretty tough decision. It's a tough one on that occasion. Maybe could have looked at maybe playing the ball a little bit more. Just again, just running back to your opponent, putting your back behind your opponent doesn't necessarily will get you alert, especially with these referees. They'll be pretty harsh, so you've got to really show a bit of effort in to play the ball.
Well, so
Again, they're maybe just trying to go for the opponent on that kick.
So we have Lane Shepherd coming through saying the, head says Evan 3-1, but would like to see Chileshe 3-2. There you go. There's one prediction. Anybody else with any other predictions? That'll be great. As we've had Evan come back from 1-6 down to now 7-all.
This is a very important stage now for TEMWA. He won't want to be going down 2-love here. He had to do a big comeback against his brother Louis yesterday, and it can just be mentally hard to do that 2 matches in a row, so we'll need to really focus here if he has any chance here.
And just about every point now is, I wouldn't say disputed, but there is a let in most points now, or at least the question of it.
Yeah, he's just starting to make a few mistakes now, TEMWA. Needs to get his focus back after a few calls not going his way. Needs to refocus. That's a very nice low kill there from Evan on that occasion.
And Smith coming through with a score of Evan 3-love. I don't think that TEMWA would agree with that.
Another mistake there from TEMWA.
Well, it could be 2-love at the moment with one more point and 10-7.
After being down 6-1 as well, it will certainly give
good.
Evan a lot of confidence here. That's well played there.
There you go.
Great shot there.
11-7, the second game, and Evan Williams, nice comeback from 1-6 down in that second game, and it goes to the break. And now some responses coming through from viewers, listeners, about who they would like to win. Certainly the advantage goes towards Evan Williams with a 2-game-to-love lead. And some good responses from the crowd at the moment. It's a big crowd, enthusiastic crowd. Enjoying their squash today. As we've seen Caitlin Watts win in 5 over Emma Miller. And Sean Wigan, what's TEMWA got to do in this third game?
Well, first thing first, don't count him out. We saw that last night. A lot of people would have thought that Louis would be too strong here. As you see Evan again question a call there from the referee. Yeah, I think TEMWA certainly needs to just put that last game behind it. Needs to put that last game behind him. He had a very good lead and then maybe just lost a bit of focus there. A few things didn't quite go his way and then suddenly made a few unnecessary mistakes. So we'll look to get back to that focus, but pretty hard to come back with those sort of shots coming back. So we'll see what happens in this. Of course, he have had 2 pretty tough 5-setters yesterday, so it'll be very interesting to see if he can be able to back it up the 3rd game in a row. It's a tough shot there from Evan.
Coming up to half an hour of play. Not the one you want to hit.
Go teams.
There's a couple of bad errors there. That
We'd like to see
won't help
TEMWA
them.
early in the game. TEMWA was doing a good job just mixing the pace up a bit, floating a few high ones, and then going for a few quick low ones. It just maybe lost those high ones, maybe bring out a little bit more of them just to get him some confidence again. Just maybe trying to put the ball away too early at the moment.
Nice. Yeah. What are they asking? And neither player is quite getting what they want.
Yeah, in my opinion there, it should either be a stroke or no lead. If clearly they're in the way, then it's a stroke, because there's no way he can play the ball there. If Evan was out of the way, and if TEMWA could have played the ball, then it, in my opinion, should be a no lead. So I think both will be certainly interested with that decision there, but they just have to move on here.
That was better play. Held his nerve quite nicely on that one.
Yeah. Nice tight to the wall there from TEMWA there. Really needed that point. Rare mistake from Evan recently. Been pretty solid for the last games or so.
A few errors in the beginning of the third game.
All puts one down the middle. Good to see TEMWA play the ball on that occasion.
Quite a good option though to serve down the middle and just change things up a little bit.
Yeah, just put Evan out a little bit. Opened up the loose return, so that was very well played there. Well to control the rally there and gets a lead here 5-4.
Yeah, well, I mean, Evan knows that he just almost gave the point to TEMWA, gave the options there.
Well, TEMWA's been really hitting some nice volleys in this game so far. Especially his backhand drop, so you don't want to be giving those sort of easy opportunities like Evan did there. Got to make sure he makes TEMWA work for it rather than just giving him a loose one. That's better play from TEMWA, just slowing it down to keep Evan at the back.
I was waiting for that.
See it. Yeah, just looking at the replay, the ball looked a bit behind him, so it's a very tough one to call there. You can't necessarily just catch the ball behind your opponent here. And I think TEMWA wants to play on, and probably understandable. You don't want to have too much.
The one we're having a bit of an issue there with. Yeah, well done. A bit of an issue with the door. We've got it closed eventually.
Yeah. Maybe become a doorsman if squash doesn't go well for him.
Exactly. You get to give us any thoughts on play decisions or who's going to win? Oh, there's the error. And a nice 8-4 lead
You
for
want to
TEMWA.
keep it going now. Want to really put this game to bed and refocus for the fourth here.
But just getting to, I know he had the 6-1 lead in the second, but getting to 8 and having a lead is a big difference.
Especially with Evan right now. Evan right now, he wasn't happy with the decision before, made a pretty easy mistake. This is where you want to take full. This is where you want to take full advantage as we get another no let here. So we're at 9-4 now.
Good reaction.
Well played from TEMWA there, very quick to the ball there.
Yeah, it was going to get a little bit dangerous if there was too many swings taken down.
Yeah. Now he has 6 game balls to get 1 back as he makes it to 1.
Well, there we go.
And he's fired up now.
A nice little comeback in the third for TEMWA CHILESHE, and right back in the match. And as you said, Sean Wigan, he did a couple of great comebacks yesterday in the quarters and the semi-finals. And that's got to have Evan Williams, he's got to be conscious of it. I don't think he'll be worried.
So again, just a bit of discussion with the referees on that decision. Gave a letter in the end there.
Just a question, no lead on that one, but a question whether Lwamba is injured. No, he's not injured. Frustrated perhaps that he lost in 5 games to TEMWA CHILESHE in the semi-finals yesterday.
Yeah, so he gave a no lead on that last call there, and TEMWA was very happy about it. Brought out a bit of a fist pump there just to show his happiness with that decision.
Yeah.
And we've seen how in every game so far the confidence on winning that first point. Seen the players get on a good run, and already we get TEMWA getting a quick second point there. Now we're at 2-love. That's well played from. That's a great shot from TEMWA on that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Punching it back into that corner.
Well played, moving him around. Yeah, just got just a bit short on that last shot there, but
every time there's a point, I'm almost waiting for a question from the players.
Yeah, always got to look at playing the ball. You can look at playing the ball a bit more, then you might get a few more calls going your way, but certainly need to just be cautious on that.
So that one was a little bit tighter than the previous, I believe, from my eyes. So 2-2 now in the fourth. As we continue in the men's final, the PLACEMAKERS WAIKATO Open. The era into the 10 there from Evan Williams. Of course, the women's final won in 5 games. That was by Caitlin Watts over Emma Miller.
And the Hamilton crowd certainly enjoying the match so far.
I mean, well, I say standing room only, but it's more than just that. They're doubled up.
Another mistake there from Evan. That's two mistakes on the forehand side.
Yeah, that's an unusual couple of errors there. You can see Evan just walking around the court, just taking his time, steadying himself.
We won't want to give TEMWA a lead here. TEMWA certainly has shown good signs of fight back in the previous game. Yeah, Evan just got to be careful here, just not to maybe react too early. Maybe just overreacts pretty early before the ref makes a decision.
I think there's any issues with there. I mean, he sort of looked that he was blocked and then had to go around and continued on with the shot. TEMWA. The shot was on, wasn't it?
Yeah, just didn't quite execute the ball quite as well. So we've seen a few mistakes from both players in this game so far. We're at 4-all.
Is that a double bounce? I don't think so.
No, I think TEMWA got that one.
Yeah. Not sure what Evan's asking for. Fast and furious rally. Yeah, that's good play.
So Evan gets a slight lead here, 5-4.
A nice little fight back from Emma Williams after several errors into the tin.
Another mistake here from TEMWA. Can't run away with this.
Come through with any predictions? I'm sure there's a few people who have their thoughts on that. Oh, the ball was coming through thick and fast on that one. And Sean, what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, that's a very tricky one. Clearly there for safety on that occasion. It's always hard down the middle of the wall there, so it's always a very interesting one to
Evan played a pretty good shot.
But TEMWA replied pretty well there, and TEMWA is really fired up now. He knows how important this point is. So he stays.
It was pretty important, that point. And
so it's 5-6 now. Knows how important he has shown this fighting spirit so far in this tournament. Can he hang on a bit longer? Disappointed to miss on a great rally.
So it's a good rally, and the opportunity was there if he had stayed in. Each player was just waiting for the other to make a mistake.
Maybe tried to go too much on that kill on that occasion. Just needs to be careful he doesn't give too many of those easy points away here now.
Change of pace in the point.
That's a great lob.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
not
a
a
couple
great,
more tins.
not a great shot on that occasion.
But the lob was great, as you said. It was just lifted so high that Evan Williams had to wait for it.
And then just tried to force it a bit too much. Evan's starting to get a bit of a lead in this fourth now, 8-5.
jammed against the
tight
wall.
on that occasion.
And Evan Williams obviously very happy with that. Just a couple of points away from a victory. All jammed against the wall.
Of course, won events here in 2015 and 16, so looking to win another one here in Hamilton. That's well played.
Gee, that was a great smash. I mean,
That's really
I didn't think it was going to get up
all-round.
high enough for that, but well done.
Almost looked like a badminton shot on
Yeah,
that
it was.
occasion. Just jumping as high as they can just to kill the ball on that occasion. Oh, TEMWA
a
gets
great
a reply
response.
back.
You hear the crowd there.
We saw that in the women's final as well. Just championship point. Just go for a roller. No doubt the Egyptians will be loving those shots.
Oh, on the error. And there we are, folks. That is a 4-game victory to Evan Williams, the top seed. He wins the Waikato Open, the PLACEMAKERS Waikato Open, his 3rd win here in Waikato after 15 and 16. And congratulations there to Evan Williams, defeating TEMWA CHILESHE.